Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. You guys are blessed twice today. We are wrapping up today with an amazing artist. Amanda Page Cornett is here. I got all the names.
Yeah.
Amanda, what's up? Hi, Amanda. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm super excited to have you on the show. Musical experiences people can feel deeply. I read through what you wrote. I love that because, right, don't we all want to make a connection? And music is such a powerful way to do it. So, welcome to the show, and tell us about you. Before we went live, we were talking about how the audience loves to know your journey. So tell us a little bit about your background, including where you went to school.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I am originally from Spartanburg, South Carolina, home of Marshall Tucker Band and Marshall Chapman and many other great musicians. And so I get my Southern rock side naturally. I went to University of Florida. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
You can check out Swamp Love Gator Styles, my first music video, actually. We went down to the swamp. And I've been in Nashville since, I guess I came up here and did my internship to graduate from college and have been up here ever since. And
you love Nashville.
I mean, you got to be here to compete with the best. So
that's the interesting thing. So how was that journey for you? Did you always know you wanted to, was your major music?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then tell us that little story.
I like to say I'm blessed and cursed with well-roundedness. So I actually majored in exercise and sports science, or applied physiology and kinesiology, so sports medicine type stuff. And I'm fascinated by science, and music's my passion, but I knew if I majored in music, I would probably lose my passion for it. So.
Well, that's the interesting thing. I'm so glad you said that. I feel like musicians or artists, when the music becomes work and it's not pleasant work, it's work, and you don't look at it as your passion anymore. I'm always amazed how you can keep that up. So interesting that you have, but that's good. You have both sides of the brain going on. You've got that side and the music side. You got the business
absolutely. It's not that common. But I found I've found a handful of people that have both sides of the brain, which makes them easier to work with too. So
yeah, I feel like I know a little about a lot.
Right.
And that's how I get through. I'm a jack of all trades, I guess, and a master of none. I heard that one earlier today. So tell us about the journey, though. It's one thing to go to college. So you went for exercise physiology but then it's another thing to go, all right, so my career, though, my passion, I want to do something with it. How did you move into that? Were you performing all the way through college, or is that something that you did once you went out and finished?
I backed off a little bit while I was in college, which to my detriment, I ended up taking a semester off to work on my music because I had just like all this built up creativity that I wasn't using. And so I ended up taking about 8 months off of college in the middle, and
for you,
because I knew my mom would never forgive me if I didn't finish. So
she would not be happy.
So I actually ended up getting my internship to graduate at Vanderbilt. That way I would already be in Nashville. Nice. So that was part of the plan. And I got my strength and conditioning certification as well, because I figured that would give me an opportunity to work part-time and do music full-time and be able to survive. And it turned out to be a decent idea. So
you're really balancing both.
Yeah. And I came into Nashville. A lot of people come in, think they're going to be the next hot thing. I came in with a little bit different attitude. I came in with the attitude of average overnight success is 7 to 9 years, and that I had a lot to learn.
I love that.
And I knew that coming in. And I think that that's actually really helpful, because the people that come in and they're like the hottest thing in their small town, and they come in, their egos get deflated really soon. And a lot of times they go back. And I think because I came in with that attitude, I knew I had a lot to learn and a lot of growth that I needed to actually be successful.
I love that, because I think, you went to Gainesville, so you know this. Mm-hmm. You come from a small town and you're a big fish in a little pond, and you go to Gainesville or you go to Nashville and you're a really, really little fish in a big pond. You have to kind of find your way. I know a lot of artists go there with the same dream, but the expectations you set, I think, set you apart.
Absolutely. I think your goals and what you consider success also set you apart. Like you said, you kind of mentioned my mission statement, which is to create and execute authentic musical experiences people can deeply feel. And I came up with that when I was kind of having a come to Jesus moment where I was like, why am I doing this? Is this still where I'm meant to be? And I realized in order to not get jaded or not let the business side of things turn me sour, I guess, I had to come up with something and really remember why I do what I do. And that's where my mission statement came from.
I love that you have a mission statement. That is very rare in general, let alone in the music field. You don't really have a lot of people that come on and say, this is my mission statement. I love that you thought it through. What's the part about people can feel deeply? Why is that important? Because that's a very specific
It
goal.
is. It is.
She's almost here. We didn't lose her, I hope. We see you. She'll come back, I hope, because I don't want to be the one that has to sing anything that Amanda Page Cornett can do. So we'll wait for a second. You know, this is the technology. By the way, I'm going to keep talking until you come back, but the technology is always a challenge because I had it this morning and I was late for a show and I don't know what the deal is, but you guys, she's coming back. So she'll be back in a second and I'll let her back in. But go to amandapagecornett.com. Make sure you follow her. I'm super excited for her to perform because this is somebody who has honed their craft. It's not all focused on music, but that's where her passion is. And that's what I absolutely love. I love to hear when people are living their passion. And I think we all want to try to figure that out. I'm going to try to keep talking for Amanda. I'm going to try to keep talking, Amanda, until you reconnect. But go to amandapagecornett.com. She is on every platform because I tagged her. I wish that we could do Instagram Live too, because I guarantee you she's got a great following there. All right, let's see if we can get her back in.
Am I here?
You're here. I've been talking the whole time, so you're good.
I know, I could hear you the whole time.
Oh,
I just don't know what happened.
I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep rolling. That's what we do, right?
I could hear you the whole time. I don't know what happened with something froze or something.
It happens. I can't tell you, probably at least once a day. I already had it happen to me once today. So
I think you were asking me about the people deeply feeling.
Yes, because I think that's such a specific mission statement. There is no doubt. You don't want them to feel lightly. You don't want them to not feel. You want them to feel deeply. So talk about that.
Absolutely. I think that's how I define my success, is if I'm reaching people deeply. I think music is a language that can reach people on such different levels, whether it's the melodies that touch them or the words. And I want people to hear my music and have that affect them. They might not listen to every song and be affected, but if they listen to my whole album and aren't affected by something, then I would be surprised. Maybe I'm a little biased, but we really, my band and I really made an album we were very proud of. I actually took my mission statement.
Uh-oh. We're losing her again. There she goes. She took her mission statement. Don't take it away. You gotta love. I mean, this is the great thing about streaming services. It's always a challenge. Always a challenge. So I love the fact that Amanda, and she can hear me, so I'm going to keep talking. I love the feel deeply because I think, oh, she's back. There she is. Hi, Amanda. You just have to unmute yourself. Just unmute. So anyway, I'm going to keep talking. We can't hear you, Amanda. But what I want, there she is. Are you there?
So I had to switch cameras because my other camera, I guess, was freezing. So now I'm on the laptop camera.
All right, here we go.
So it may not be quite as good, but hey, at least it's
You're going to be amazing. That's what's great about, you're adaptable.
That's right. Just got to change what you got to change. So I'm going to
I've never hung up on a somebody who's live when they freeze, because I can talk for hours. So there'll never be any dead air. And I always am hopeful that somebody comes back like you came back. Uh-oh. There she goes. All right, so we're going to keep giving her an opportunity because I want to hear her sing. And so if you guys haven't checked her out, amandapagecornett.com. She's on every platform, either as Amanda Cornett or Amanda Page Cornett. She's even on LinkedIn. And of course, I can't promote on Instagram because Instagram doesn't like to play nice with others on these streaming platforms. So she, I know she has a very big Instagram platform and following, but I really want her to play. I don't want to miss out on this for her. So we will talk for another minute or two, and then you guys keep seeing the same thing I'm seeing. I'll remove her so you don't have to keep looking at that. So technology is crazy, right? So that's what we're dealing with right now. And so poor Amanda Page Cornett is trying to come back on. I'm going to give it a second or two more. And then you know what? This is what happens in the world. I had a interview this morning with Eric Giroux, and I could not get on the Wi-Fi here where I'm at to save my life. But you know, the message is so important. I love the title of this show, and I think that she, if you have a musician that has that much of a passion that you've created a mission statement, an artist that has that much passion that you've created a mission statement, that's really not heard of much. When you really have the direction, you have, oh, there she is. Hi. I kept talking. She's back. All right. So before we go any further, I want you to just go into performance.
Okay, I'm so
Because
sorry.
I don't want to lose you. I that's my thing. I want you. You've given us this great message, which I kept talking about, by the way, the whole time. I talked about you and the message, and I don't want them to miss out on your performance.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my camera froze, and I don't know why it just totally went. I had to totally sign back in.
It is just the way of the world today. It must be sun flares or something's in the universe.
Right.
Tell us what you're gonna perform.
Well, I figured I would play the video that we most recently released, which is Carolina Coast, and then another one. I think you said two. Do you want me to just do one right now, and then I'll introduce the other?
I do two. Let's see how the connection works. It's up to you.
Let's see if it lasts. All right.
All right. So I'm gonna make you front and center. You can give them the little background on the song itself, maybe, and then let's take a deep dive with Amanda Page Cornett.
This first song, like I said, I'm from South Carolina, and I grew up going to the beaches, and so did my co-writers. And so we decided one winter when it was really cold that we were going to write a beach song. So that's what we did. And
love a beach song. All right.
Yes. If you can see me, I'm going to stand.
And take your time. We have a very patient audience. Nobody left when you left, so they must want to hear you.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
That's good.
I'm going to turn this down just a little. Blinding me. Here we go. See if that's a little better. There we go. I think that's a little better, isn't it?
Love it.
All right. So we decided to write a beach song. It was really cold, and who doesn't want to go to the beach all the time? I mean, I do.
I do.
I love the beach, and I love going, and you know, I went to school in Florida, and I wish I could go to the beach more often. So, all right, so here we go. So go to the beach with me. There's a way place where the wind don't care. Salty breeze blowing through my hair. Oh, why won't you take me there? Crescent moon is shining bright down on me and my baby tonight. Oh, I need a little piece of paradise. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast with the motion of the ocean. Heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. We'll stand back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. There's a wave rolling through my mind. Memories of a carefree time. Oh, they carry me away with the tide. Barefoot shagging in the sand, swaying to a boardwalk, then still I can. Oh, how I wish I were there again. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my soul, build a mansion all the same. I sure could use some shore. Oh, stand back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Cheer white smile, sun-kissed glow, sweet magnolia. Oh my God, take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. Oh, stand back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Oh, stand back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Oh, take me there. I wanna go to that Carolina coast.
I loved it, and you're still here. We heard the whole thing.
I didn't touch anything.
It was so good.
Was
So,
the guitar
first
too
of all,
loud?
it was perfect. Voices, your voice is beautiful.
Thank you.
I try. I'll tell you the truth. I tell everybody this. All the audience knows. I take myself off in case you're bad, because I can't hide my face if it's bad. So it was so. So I also, but if I like it, you're seeing me move around. I'm closing my eyes. Nobody wants to see that either. Loved everything about that. And when I was thinking and when I was listening to you sing with my eyes closed, I'm like, gosh, this could be like Margaritaville kind of scenario. I just feel like I want to be at the beach with a margarita, shaker of salt, or whatever it is that he says. It just had a wonderful feel. I loved it.
Exactly.
Absolutely loved it. So good. So good. All right. What are you going to take us out with on the show? What's the second one we're going to do?
I consider my music Southern rock and soul. It's a mixture of Southern rock, blues, country. And I wrote this next one with a good friend of mine, Steve Goody, who's actually known as a comedian songwriter. So people are always like, wait, Steve can write real songs too? I'm like, yes, he's very talented. So we put a music video out for this one on January 1st, 2020 with the title of I'm Going to Set 2020 on Fire. It's Not My Fault.
Oh my God, are you the one to blame for all that insanity?
Not my fault, I promise. But it was really funny that happened to happen. So who knew it was going to be a dumpster fire?
Who knew? I love it. All right.
Throw a little gas. That's why we were setting things on fire. So.
All right. We're ready. I love it.
We thought it burned out. There's still an ember, just enough to light a spark. A little flicker made me remember how hot we burned in the dark. We both know we can't be sustained Let's light it up anyway. Let's throw a little gas on this old flame. Burn up the night till the light of day. The harder the fire, the quicker it burns. Baby, we can't be contained. Oh, let's throw a little gas, throw a little gas, throw a little gas on this old flame, on this old flame. There's still a passion fueled by the past, growing stronger in the night. There's no denying this heat's rising, just waiting to ignite. No illusions beyond the dawn. Come on, baby, just bring it on. Let's throw a little gas on this old flame. Burn up the night till the light of day. The harder the fire, the quicker it burns. Baby, we can't be contained. Oh, let's throw a little gas, throw a little gas, throw a little gas on this old flame, on this old flame. We'll burn it up till we burn it out of control. Can't turn back now. Let's throw a little gas on this old flame. Burn up the night till the light of day. The harder the fire, the quicker it burns. Baby, we can't be contained. Oh, let's throw a little gas, throw a little gas, throw a little gas on this old flame, on this old flame. Oh, this old flame.
Do you perform that one? Have you performed that one live? Because wow, that's I bet the audience must get so involved in that song. Very it was such a combination for me of like a soulful Miranda Lamberty kind of just so much talent, but you have such a great range. There you go. Perfect.
With a chorus of dogs behind me, if you didn't, in case you heard that. So
no, I did not hear the dogs at all. I had a fire hydrant or fire truck all going crazy on me, so I muted myself. That was so good and yet so different feel. I love that. I love that creativity. What inspired that song?
I think I had the idea, and I had just done my electric guitar, my first electric, and Steve came over to write, and he just picked up my electric and started playing something cool, and it just kind of happened. I think that I had the hook already, the throw a little gas on this old flame, but when he started playing, whatever he started playing, it kicked up and we just ran with it. So sometimes you don't plan for things, it just happens.
And that's the great thing about being a creative. You've got, it doesn't matter where it comes from, it just comes because it's this natural thing for you. All right, Amanda, tell them where they can find you, where they can get your music, find out where you're touring or wherever you're doing. You've got so much great stuff. What's the best way they can reach you?
So you can find me at amandapagecornett.com, no I am Page. And just as a joke, actually, you can find me at noiampage.com as well. For some reason, just decided that would be funny. And you can also find me on Instagram or Twitter, Amanda P. Cornett, Amanda Page Cornett Music on Facebook. You can find my music on Spotify, Amazon, Apple. It's downloadable. My whole album, Front Porch Rebel, is out there. Please check it out. And I highly encourage, if you like music, please, 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 hopefully the pandemic has taught people that music is very important to our everyday lives. So if you love music, please support the artists you like.
Listen, that's usually how I end the show with a musical guest. So thank you for taking that away from me. I appreciate it. So listen to what Amanda said. It's good stuff. 2020 was crazy.
Figured I'd let you talk during the whole like. Just take that one for you.
You're amazing. Get behind these artists. Amanda's got so much talent, and they just want to share their talent and their message. They want you to feel the music deeply. Yes. So please reach out, AmandaPageCornett.com. You can find her on all the social media platforms and, of course, on Spotify and Apple and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for being patient and kind of going through it.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, but thank you so much.
You were great. We got to know you. We got 2 songs.
There you
We're
go.
Good. Come back anytime you got something you want to release. And we didn't hear the dogs. So you can have the dogs in there next time for all I care. We're good. All right, Amanda, thank you so much. You guys go out and find her music. Reach out and support, okay? Have a good one, everybody. Thank you, Amanda, for everything.